to another video, a walk on the wild side, and as you can see I've got another e-bike. It's a while since I did a video about an e-bike, and by the way, if you're not interested in a video about an e-bike you can always move on to the next one, but I am here in Blackpool and I've got this fancy new folding lightweight e-bike sent to me by ADO. It's the ADO Air 20. Like I said, it's a very lightweight e-bike. This weighs around about 18 kilograms. It's so easy to lift, which is quite unique really, because a lot of the other e-bikes which I have reviewed, if you've seen the videos I've done previously, some of those e-bikes are weighing about 35 kilos. Now this one is a whole lot different. It is so light and transportable. That's the main thing about this ADO Air 20 e-bike, and I'm going to be putting it through its paces in this video. I'm going to be taking this on the road. We're going to be taking a bit of a trip around Blackpool. I'm currently just by the airport. If you look over there, that's the airport over there. We just saw a plane take off before actually. Yeah, but anyway, this video is all about this bike here. Now the company name is actually down there. They're actually called Ebike Oasis. Can you see that there? So ADO comes from that there, ADO. Like I said, it's meant to be a portable bike, a transportable bike that you can fold up. You literally just unlock that latch there and then you can fold it up. But I'll come to that a bit later on. This is just like a general introduction. I've spoken about it being really lightweight and transportable. You might also notice that it has a belt drive instead of a chain. How about that? It's actually got a belt drive on it. It gives pedal assist, so it's got the pedals. What you do is you just turn the pedals, and depending on what speed mode you've got the bike set to, it's got a torque sensor inside the crank, and that it's like a continuously variable transmission. The motor starts to go and it's like a very smooth ride. It's amazing. Now I've got a couple of e-bikes that when you start to turn the pedals, the motor jolts. You get like a jolt from the motor. It's not like that on this one. This has got a very smooth, like I said, it's a torque sensor. So there's quite a lot of unique features about this e-bike. So in the next scene, I'm going to be taking a closer look at the features of this e-bike. Right, okay, I've just turned the bike around because I wanted to show you this side. 20-inch wheels. It's not one of those fat tyre e-bikes, this one. It's got very slim tyres on it, 20-inch, and also look at those disc brakes as well. Look at these huge vented disc brakes as well. We've got a kickstand there, down there. We've also got fold-up pedals. Look at this, look, you can fold the pedals up. Again, another thing to help with portability, to be able to fold up the pedals. Got a disc brake on the front as well, of course. One thing I want to mention about this particular model I have here is that it has front suspension. Can you see? Look at that, we've got front suspension. Now when I went on the website I could not find this particular model. Now the closest model I could find retails at £899, and if you use my code that I put in the description you can get £30 off that price. So I think it's an absolute bargain. £899, and don't forget the discount code in the description. But if this is too small for you or not what you're looking for, they've got plenty of other bikes available. They've got big bikes as well. They've got fat tire e-bikes. There's plenty of other e-bikes on the website, so check it out. But we're just going to have a quick overview of it. You might be wondering, where is the battery? Well, this is one of the unique features of this bike. The battery is here. It's actually the seat post. The seat post is the battery, and that is a Samsung battery. Now they reckon if you're if you don't use a whole lot, if you don't turn it up all the way up to max, your power, and you use like a medium setting, and you maybe you're not quite as big as me. I'm about 16 stone, so you can get up to 60 miles of range out of this bike, or 100 kilometers if you're in new money. I don't know about, I can't confirm that. I've watched a few videos about it. It's possible, as that's what the manufacturer says, they can get up to 60 miles of range out of this bike. And I think with it being so light as well, that's obviously going to help, you know. And you can see we've got a cable coming down here, and that goes straight into there. Now, it's quite easy to disconnect so that you can charge the battery off the bike. You don't need to have the battery on the bike. So you take that off, and then you basically just undo this clip here, and then you can take it out. Something I forgot to mention, there's actually a button on top of the battery which you have to press to make sure the bike comes on. So when you press that button there, can you see there's a green light? That means that you can turn the bike on. If that's turned off, you can't turn the bike on. So I've now got the battery, so now you can take this into your house and charge the battery. What you do is there's like that's where it gets plugged into the bike there, and this little rubber thing here, you pull that across, and that's where you plug in the charger to charge the battery there. So that's where you charge it. So that's handy. You don't have to take the bike into your house to charge it. But with it being such a small bike, and you know, it's not going to take up a whole lot of space anyway. And don't forget, you can always fold it up as well. You can adjust everything. You can adjust the seat up and down. Let's adjust the seat up and down, shall we? Look, up and down. It's got also a guide marker on the other side, so you can always tell which position you had it at. You can also adjust the handlebars up and down. I might need to have those raised a little bit for me because I'm quite tall, so they might need to be a little bit higher up. And we've got a bell. Oh, that's a proper bell, that, isn't it? I'm going to have a go at folding it up, but before I do that, I want to show you the control panel. So let's have a little look at the control panel and see how we power this bike up. Okay, so we're now looking at the instrument panel here. It's an IPS display, waterproof, and I'm going to hold the on button down, and watch this now. Ebike Oasis, that's the brand name there. And it doesn't take long to start up, and as you can see, we've got a readout here. I've changed it to miles an hour, and it's a very, very simple display really. All you do is you've got the plus and minus here. Can you see how we've got the plus and minus? Basically, if you go minus, you turn off the assistance altogether, so there's no assistance if you want to ride it without assistance. So if we press plus once, you've got assistance number 1, and then we've got assistance number 2 and assistance number 3. Now that will take you all the way up to 15.5 miles per hour before the motor cuts out, and then you're on your own. But the assistance is for UK spec or European spec, 15.5 miles an hour of assistance. And you can also turn the light on. If you hold the plus button down, you'll notice the light thing. You see that there? The headlight come on. So that's the headlight just come on there, and if I hold it down again, the headlight will go off. So that's pretty much, in fact, I'll just show you the rear light. Let's have a look at it. Come around the back. Can you see we've got a rear light here? Now this light here is actually not connected to the battery, so you have to press, it's actually got its own battery in here. So the rear light, you basically just press the button under there to turn it on and off. But the front light, as you can see, the front light is actually connected to the main battery. So there you go. Right, this is the fun part now. Can I fold this bike up? Right, well the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the pedals in because it's got foldable pedals. So let's fold the pedals in. That was quite easy. Put the kickstand up. First thing I'm going to do is to unlock this, the main part of the frame. Like I say, it's got a safety lock on it, so it's not going to come apart when you're riding it. And what we'll do is we'll bring that round. Wish me luck on this, folks. I've had a bit of a practice run on it, honest. And the last thing to do, I suppose, is to unlock the handlebars. And the handlebars come down like this. Oh. And there you go. It is now folded up. Look at that. And what you do, the final thing to do, I suppose, is to drop the seat down to there. So there you go. The bike, I mean, look at that now. Look at that. You can fit that quite easily into a car boot. In fact, I'm going to show you now me putting this into a car boot. Check this out. Okay, so I've got the bike all folded up and we're going to try to get it into the back of this Volkswagen Polo car. It's a hatchback, not a boot, but it's a small car. Let's see how easily this bike, when it's folded up, goes into the back of this hatchback. Okay, here we go. I'll tell you what, it feels a bit heavy when it's folded up, you know, but I can handle it all right. Well, there it goes. I took the parcel shelf off the car, but I don't think you really need to. The parcel shelf would go in if you put the seat down a bit. But let's see if the hatchback shuts. There you go. It didn't take that much. I tell you what, it did not take that much to put this bike together. I'm telling you, it was virtually put together in the box. All I had to do was pretty much unfold the bike, put the pedals on, and also I put these mud guards on. Now the mud guards are not standard on some models as well, and it was actually a bit of a pain to get that front mud guard on. I have to say, it was a bit of a pain, but I got it on in the end. So this one does have mud guards, as you can see, front and back. There's no rack on the back. No rack. Now I do like a bike rack, but I can probably understand why they haven't put a rack on, to keep it lighter, isn't it? Now you can get some models with racks on the back if you want, or you probably could upgrade to one with a rack if you want a rack. But anyway, I am going to get on the bike now and have a little ride on it. I think I'm just going to adjust the seat a little bit because it's a little bit high. I'm just going to. What you need to do is you need to make sure that the seat, that you can put your legs straight down. Can you see that? How do I look on the bike? I don't look too big for it, I hope. But this is the exciting part now, folks. I'm actually going to be taking it on the road. We're just here by the airport, of course. It's very quiet around here. The sun is getting low, and I'll probably have to come back and do some more riding tomorrow. I might even do some riding at night as well. That'll be exciting, won't it? We'll get a chance to see how good the lights are on it. But anyway, oh, something else as well I want to mention. The brakes are actually the wrong way around. I can't believe this. I did another bike last year, and you know, your right hand brake at the front is meant to stop the front wheel, but on this one it stops the back wheel. So I just want to show you now, if I was to spin the front wheel and pull the left brake, so it's this brake which operates the front, and the right hand brake operates the back, so it's actually the wrong way around. Now you could quite easily just take these off the Renault kit and flip them over. That's one way of doing it. Or you could maybe take off the cables and just swap the cables over. A little bit annoying that, but I've had that before. But there you go. Anyway, I'm gonna have a little ride around. A lot of people learn to drive around. We're actually just back. If you look up here, you see that building over there? That's called Lightworks, and it's where they make the Blackpool illuminations, that big building there. But I'm going to be taking a little ride around here, so here we go, folks. Wish me luck. I had you go in there, didn't I? I bet you thought he's going to ride off and he's not going to wear a helmet. Well, safety first, folks. I'm not going to be naughty in this video. I'm going to wear my helmet. You must wear a helmet when you're riding one of these bikes. It's highly recommended, because you never know, if you have a bit of a tumble, you could be in big trouble. But anyway, we're going to have a little ride, a gentle ride, just to start off around here. Like I said, we're just around the airport. People learn to drive cars around here, and it's pretty quiet at this time of night. There's nobody around, so we're going to have a little ride around here and we'll see how the bike goes. Okay, just before I start, I want to show you now, they've actually got an app. So I've got an iPhone 16 here, and I've downloaded this from the App Store. It's called Addo Ebike, and when you press on that, you can actually do quite a lot. So it shows all the models of bikes, and what you do, I think you click up here, and I click on that one, the Addo Air, ADO Air. So I click on that, and it can link up to the bike. You see, it got a Bluetooth signal there, you see, so it can actually link up. And you know, here's another thing as well. I don't know if you can see under here. I don't know if you can get down there. Can you see we've got like a little thing that pulls out? There's actually a USB socket in there, so you can actually charge up your phone while you're riding your bike. How about that? But as you can see here, we've got the app there, and you can even use it to turn the light on and off. You can press that and it'll turn the light on and off there if you press that. You can change the mileage to kilometers an hour if that's what you want to do, and you can find out how many miles you're doing. There's a calendar on there. today's cycling mileage, timing, all that sort of stuff you can do on here. I won't go into too much detail about the app, but this is what you can do. There's even a GPS function as well, but it says here that this vehicle has not enabled this feature, so I'm not too sure whether that works at the moment, but that's the app. And that could be very handy. I did get a holder for it. I won't be using it right now, but I did get a holder included, so we can stick it on there. And don't forget, you've got that the USB charger, and you can charge your phone up while you're riding the bike. Anyway, it's time to get on the road. Okay, so here we go. I'm about to get onto the bike now. You're going to get a rider's eye view. Here we go. Right, kick back the stand, turn it on, hold the button down for a few seconds. We get the logo come up there, and we're at 0 miles an hour at the moment. Speed setting number 1. So we're going to have a little gentle run up this road here. We're going to ride past the illuminations department there. We might even get to see some of the illuminations. You never know, do you? But anyway, we're going to start off in 1. So let's go. And oh, straight away, as soon as I put that pedal down, the power comes on. I don't know if you can hear it. It's a very, very silent motor as well. So I'm just trundling along here in mode setting number 1, speed setting number 1, and we're doing about 7 miles an hour. I'm going to go up to number 2, and straight away, as soon as I put it up to number 2, I can hear the motor now. I don't know if you can you hear that? There's like a whirring sound. It's actually really, really quiet actually. So we're now doing about 8, coming up to 10 miles an hour. Just coming up to the end of the road now, so I'll turn round and then we'll go up to number 3. So we'll just turn around here. I tell you what, there's a lot of work going on around here, you know. Close to Blackpool Airport, there's a lot of factories and stuff around here, and this has got to be one of the biggest ones, the light works, the Blackpool illumination. So going to head back now this way, and I'm going to put it up to number 3. Here we go. And I'm going to take it up to the maximum speed of 15. There we are. 15.5 miles an hour is the maximum speed you can do, and this is so easy. All I've got to do is just keep the wheels, the pedals turning. That's all I've got to do. I'm just going to take a left here. All I have to do is just keep those pedals turning, and that power comes on. So I'm just gonna turn around here. Oh, look at this now. We're actually just by. Oh, can you see over there? That's Odyssey over there. That's on Blackpool Promenade. Can you see that? That's that thing that lights up and plays music and everything. But anyway, I won't hang around here too long, because otherwise I might alert security. So let's head back out of here again. We're in mode speed setting, should I say, number 3. And I tell you what, you know what? This bike, I thought when I first got on it, I thought it's going to be a bit too small for me. I was a little bit worried about it. But you know what? It actually feels really nice to ride. So, I mean, we're just cruising now, 14 miles an hour. Well, let's see how fast we can go. Come on. Can I get up to 20? Yes! I'm a little bit out of breath now after that. Oh dear. Let's see how it goes round corners. Oh, I can't go any further, there's a barrier there. Oh. As you can see, I put the light on, it's getting a little bit dark now. But that was like the first test, a very light test of the bike, just to show you all the settings, the speed settings, and how it runs up and down here. A very simple little ride. In the next part of the video, we're going to be riding through Blackpool. We're going to be on the street, so we're going to see how it performs, like I say, going up hills and all that sort of thing. And I might even have a little go of it at night, so we'll see how good the light is on it. So there you go. See you in the next part of the video. Well, just look at this, folks. We have got the sun going down here in Blackpool, and I said that I would be taking I said that I'd be taking a ride on the bike, and I'll be showing you some of the sights. Well, we're getting to see them now. Look at the Blackpool Tower there. And as I turn round, just look at this. Blackpool is bustling, and there's the bike there. I'm going to be giving it a bit of a ride along the promenade. I'm just opposite the Markellis. It's absolutely rocking in there tonight. Just look at this. Oh, we've got the Landau's out, look. I might be doing battle with them if I ride on the promenade. Actually on the road itself, what do you reckon? They can go where they want, they can. But anyway, I think it's time to get back on the bike again and give it a ride up and down this promenade. Right, okay, here we go, folks. I'm currently riding on the tram tracks, which is a little bit naughty. I don't recommend it, but I will be coming off them in a minute. It's actually quite difficult to ride along the promenade and not actually ride on the tram tracks because you've got all these people to avoid. We're just up by the central pier. Let's have a little ride around here. How are you doing? You okay? Hi. I keep meeting people all the time. Are you visiting?
When there was fireworks last year?
Yeah. Very, very busy, wasn't it? Anyway, nice to see you. Bye. Sorry, I'm just saying hello to some fans there. But oh, look at the sun going down behind the central pier, the big wheel there. We'll carry on. I'm in setting number 3 for the speed. I want to test the brakes as well because I didn't do that yesterday. So I want to give the brakes a bit of a test. So what we'll do is I also want to find a hill. Oh, I can see blue. Oh, it's kicking off in Blackpool. I'm sorry, it had to happen. I'm doing a bike video, but I can't help myself, can I? Oh, here's a look at the central pier. Right, let's go, let's carry on, come on. Come on, Stevie, just get on with this video, will you? Yeah. Stop getting distracted by all these people and the police. So yeah, I will do a brake test. I'll just try and get away from all these people. I mean, just look at this now. You can hear the music coming from the... Oh, just look at that. Don't you wish you were here in Blackpool right now? And like I say, this bike, I've got to like it. The more I've ridden it, the more I've got to like it. When I first actually sat on it, I wasn't too sure if it was going to be big enough for me, but I actually now think that I could see myself riding this quite a lot. I'm not sure if it's a bike I'd want to ride long distance though. You know, I'm not sure if it's one I'd like to ride day in, day out and be riding 10 miles or more or something like that. I might pick one of my bigger bikes for that, but we'll just try and get past these people here. Oh, look at this dog over here. There's a few dogs around, isn't there? We've got someone on the floor over here. I'll avoid them. We've got someone looking after them. But yeah, it's very, very busy. I don't think she's too well, that woman there. So we'll just carry on. We're heading up to the comedy carpet. There's the Blackpool Tower. The famous Blackpool Tower. Let's head through these things here. How are you doing? I just got spotted again then. Little ding on the bell sometimes just to warn people. I'll show you the tower in a minute. We'll just stop up here at the comedy carpet. Let's head up here. Well, let's head up to the maximum speed, 15.5 miles an hour. I'm doing that now. You might be able to hear the motor. It's a very quiet motor though. I have to say, there's a guy over there playing music from his I hope that doesn't pick up as copyright on that, but we'll try and get away from him. But we're now on the comedy carpet. Oh, just look at this now. Let's lift you up. Sorry about that. There you go, look at that. I said I'd bring you the sights of Blackpool, and you can't get much more famous than the Blackpool Tower. Okay, so you're looking at me now. I'm now just riding around the comedy carpet. There's lots of people around here tonight. I'm going to see if I can find a hill somewhere as well, so that I can see how good it is going up hills. But we're going to ride away from here. We're going to leave the tower behind, say bye-bye to the Blackpool Tower. We will get to see we will get to see the sunset. Oh my goodness, I'll show you that in a minute. It looks absolutely amazing. I'll show you that in a little bit. Got a little bit of a hill here, up towards the North Pier. You don't have to give it much effort going up hills. It has got that continuously variable transmission as well, which is quite unique. No cogs. No cogs. I've got another bike that's got a similar kind of transmission to that, but it is a bit different to the norm. Let's go and have a look at the sunset from Blackpool, shall we? Look at this now. I'm going to take you towards a hill pretty soon, but I've just got to show you this because that is absolutely stunning. Just look at that. We're just by the North Pier. Can you see the North Pier there? There you go. But anyway, the town is rocking in Blackpool. But I'm going to head off now. Okay, it's not really a hill as such, it's more of a ramp that goes up from where we are now, the lower promenade. It's as you can see, it's cobbles. It's a bit rough. Now, one thing about this bike is, of course, I'm actually finding this a little bit tough, folks, actually. I've got it in the top setting and I'm having to give it a little bit of pedal to get up here, funny enough, and it's a bit rough as well. I can feel every bump here. There's no suspension on the back, but I do have that suspension on the front. But anyway, we've made it to the top of the hill and we're now onto this flat section again now. Where we are now is called Middle Walk, and this is another nice little part of Blackpool Promenade. It was built in 1926, this part of the promenade. It's a great place to come and sit down and watch the sunset from a little bit higher up. I can feel a bit of a breeze coming towards me, but it's not slowing me down. I'm just cruising along here at around about 12 to 13 miles an hour. That's my favourite speed, actually. I like to kind of just just trundle along well within the limit, which is 15.5 miles an hour, and that's the European. I think it's across Europe they have this limit for the electric motor, and a 250 watt motor as well. I think if you're in the United States, you can have a more powerful motor. So I'm going to head to a part of the promenade that's a little bit more hilly. It's very flat on this bit. So we're getting a good look at Blackpool now. I'm going past some of the big hotels. We've got the Imperial Hotel back there. These are called the colonnades, by the way, these pillars here. And like I said, it was 1926 when all this opened here. It's actually seen better days, to be honest. Some of them have been closed off. But the sun is getting lower. I'm going to have to turn the camera around and show you the sun because it's getting so low now. It's almost at the horizon. It's going to look absolutely spectacular. You know, I've just been thinking that this would actually be a good place to test out the brakes. So let's get up to the top speed. I'm up to the top speed now. Let's see how quickly I can stop. Ooh. That was pretty quick, folks. You know, I don't even notice that the brakes are the wrong way around. You know, I've got the front brake on the left caliper and the rear brake on the right, and I don't seem to notice actually. But it is something to keep in mind though. If you're buying this bike and you get it like that. But I think ideally they would need to be flipped over. So I've now arrived at this this viewing point, and my goodness, just look at that. Oh well, this might be a bike video, but I think the sunset is still in the show. What do you think? Wasn't that sunset absolutely gorgeous? Anyway, I just got talking to someone then, and it's starting to go a bit dark now. But I'm going to head up this bit of an incline here, and we'll see how it heads up the hill. I've got the lights on now as well, as you can see. Let's wave to the camera. Here we go. I'm powering up the hill. It's a very gentle incline actually. I won't go all the way to the top. I'll turn around, and then we're going to have a little ride around the streets. And we'll ride around the streets in the dark, because I haven't ridden it actually on the road yet. So we're coming down the hill now. Here we go. I managed to get someone to film me coming down. There you go. Oh, just look at that beautiful sky behind. Isn't it amazing? Right, okay, as you can tell, I've now left the promenade and I'm now on the road, and I'm heading into the town centre, and it's getting pretty dark, but I've got my lights on. The front light connected to the main battery, and the rear light's got its own battery, so they're bright enough and there shouldn't be any problem seeing me. So we're actually on the main road now with traffic. We're just going past all the hotels along Blackpool Promenade here, the big hotels. We're heading into the town centre. You get to see a bit of Blackpool Tower again. You might just see it sticking up over that building there. So we're heading into the colourful part of town now, with all the pubs and the bars. It's all starting to light up now. And this bike is actually fairly quiet on the road. It doesn't make a lot of noise. But some of the other bikes I've got, I do have a fat tyre e-bike, and my goodness, that does make a heck of a racket. Because not only has it got the fat tyres, so you get more tyre noise, but also the bike's twice as heavy as this one, so you really can hear that one coming, but you can't hear this one coming. I wondered what was going on then. There's someone hugging a dog on the hub. I thought that was someone falling over. You see some sights along here, I'm telling you, especially after dark. And you know, funny enough, you don't need to pedal like mad, even when you're doing the top speed, the top assisted speed of around about 16 miles an hour. But due to that continuously variable transmission, because like I say, this bike does not have gears. It doesn't have normal gears on it. So we're now properly in the town centre. We're just going past the Markellis. That's a very popular pub in the middle of Blackpool. Right, here we go. There's a right racket coming from that place. I'm now going across the tram tracks again, but it's all right on this road because you have to do battle with the tram. Oh, there's a tram coming now as well, look. Look how busy it is. We've also got to dodge the bus. There's so many hazards, isn't there, when you're riding a bike? My goodness. Let's head back onto the promenade again, shall we? It's a really zippy little bike, this, you know. You can zip around on it. And with it being so light, you can just pick it up if you have to. You know, if you're going up some steps or something like that. You can just pick the bike up, it's light enough. Look at that view of the tower now. Oh, look at that. Hey, it's a bit busy down here. There's a lot of music going off all over the place. Town is rocking tonight. We're coming down back to the promenade again. Oh, just look at that sky. Isn't that sky absolutely gorgeous? Just look at that. That is amazing. So I'm doing battle with the cars now. But like I say, it's so zippy, this bike. You feel as though you can just take it anywhere, you know? And you can zip in and out the cars, and you can dive onto the pavement. I do dive onto the pavement sometimes. I know it's a bit naughty, but sometimes you have to go off the road if it's a bit too busy and you want to avoid some cars. I will sometimes just dive onto the pavement if it's safe enough. Oh, but just look at this now, it's amazing. All these people, Blackpool is so busy. We're getting to see some of the sights. I said I'd show you some of the sights, didn't I? And that's what we're seeing right now. But I'm going to leave it there now. I'm going to head back home now. I think I've done enough riding for tonight, and I'm going to conclude the video in the next scene. So I'll see you then. Okay, so I'm now safely back home, and that concludes my review of the ADO Air 20 lightweight foldable e-bike. Yes, I'm pretty impressed with it. Like I say, the lightness of it is what got me the most. I just want to show you the box that it came in. Just look at this here. This is the box. There's the box there. And you know, when I lifted that box up, I could tell straight away that this e-bike was going to be really, really light. And I just want to show you something else as well that I got with it. I obviously got all the instructions. There's an instruction manual there. There's also some additional materials. There's also something to show you how to put it together. But to be quite honest, it was pretty easy to put together. All I needed to do was unfold it, tighten up the handlebars and the front forks, and that was it really. So I've got some extra bits in here. I've got a mobile phone holder, and I've also got the charger as well. That's the charger. And don't forget, you can take the battery off, take it into the house and charge it in the house. You don't have to charge it on the bike. And there's also some tools as well in here that I use to put it together. So there you go, that's it. I'll just put them to one side. Don't forget, there's a link in the description if you're interested. Don't forget, and they've also got lots of other bikes as well if this one's maybe a little bit too small for you. But I think I've had a fantastic time with this bike. I think it's really good, and look out for future videos where I will be riding this bike, because I think I'll be riding this quite a lot. It's just so easy to pick up and throw around, and like if you're going up steps or anything like that, you just pick it up. You just grab that handle there and you just pick it up. It's not that heavy. So there you go. Look out for me riding it on a future video. I hope you like this video. If you do, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I'll see you again on the next one.